Hello there.
Howdy, folks. Welcome back to another Conversations.
Yeah, so it's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Beautiful
We
spring
love
day.
Saturdays,
Love,
especially a
love.
nice warm Saturday.
Yeah.
What do we do today?
So we woke up,
Well, yeah, there is that.
had a beautiful
We
morning,
had a very nice morning.
and ran some errands. I got new glasses. Do you want to tell them about the bifocals? I know it sounds like we're digressing.
That's a story for another day.
Okay. Anyway, I got some new glasses, grocery shopping, and I told Michael, hey, it's a beautiful day. Why don't we do steaks? Why don't you make us steaks on the egg today?
Why don't we?
But love, I do the support work.
I know you do.
I set the
I know
table. I wash the dishes.
And I appreciate you for it.
Yeah, and then you do the cooking.
I do.
Yeah, anyway, if you want to see our yummy steak dinner, you might want to flip forward or backward to our stories.
So I cook on something called a big green egg. If you're in the southeast of the U.S., you know what that is. If you're not, you probably don't. It's a big ceramic grill / oven that runs on wood chips, traditional hardwood wood chips, and does a phenomenal job.
Yeah,
She likes it.
I love it. Actually, do you remember when we were on our first date? And we were just talking and getting to know each other, and you started going on and on about
My big
my
green
big
egg.
green egg. I had no clue. By the way, this means no clue. For those of you who are not Kenyans and watching this means zero, nada. I had no clue what he was talking about. I was like, big green egg. I was like, what is that? But I was just like, okay, ask questions. And then he told me it's this thing that he cooks on. And anyway, love the big green egg.
So we cooked steaks, baked potato, and broccoli tonight. Just finished dinner. It was delicious.
Very, very yummy.
And then I did sauteed mushrooms and onions with salt, pepper, garlic, and Worcestershire sauce to go on the steak. Phenomenal.
Thanks God my husband
She
can
is
cook.
well taken care of.
Thanks God my husband. I mean, I can cook for survival, but he cooks for taste and vibes and everything.
I like trying new things, and I like
Yeah.
cooking interesting things.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway, so we did that, and of course, for those of you who followed us, our video last week, we were sharing with you how we have these questions that we do on an app called Paired. Fantastic if you're married, coupled, and you want to just get to know each other on a deeper level. It kind of forces you to go deeper and answer questions about each other. There's just different scenarios. So we're supposed to do this every day, but life is hectic. We're not able to.
We don't? We. So do you want to rephrase this?
You already told them in the last
That was
video.
last time. Now you're saying we don't do it every day.
No, you do it every day.
I do it every
I
day.
don't do it every day, but when I do, I try to talk about it, right? So you're more of the very routine
Get it
structured
done.
person. For me, I'm about okay, I may do it once in 10 days, but when I do it, I'm coming all in with my insights and
Fair enough.
facilitating the discussion.
Okay. Of go with that, people. We'll let that slide.
Anyway, this is an attempt to share one of the questions that came up this week, which I think was really cool. I was like, oh, let's unpack this on video during our conversation. So we haven't talked about it yet, and so we were thinking to talk about it now. Would you like to share what the question is about?
So we went through and found one that we thought would be a good topic that we have both answered. And the question is, do you believe in manifestation? And if so, why? And if not, why not?
Okay.
So that was a interesting question.
Yeah.
You want to put in why it would help the relationship and say?
Yeah, so the app says, why will this help your relationship? Dixon 2025, this is not original with us, found that believing positive thoughts attracts success boosts confidence, but also can lead to risky choices or unrealistic goals. Snyder, 1994, identified that hopeful thinking is a combination of agency, the energy to pursue goals and pathways, the plans to reach them, both of which are crucial for relationship satisfaction and longevity. Hope helps couples navigate challenges and build a shared vision for the future. So that's a context of why it would help your relationship. Do you believe in manifestation?
Well,
why or why not?
Boiling it all down and getting rid of all the jargon.
Yeah.
Do you and your partner have the same values, the same outlook? Do you or do you not believe in manifestation?
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of what that comes down to.
Right.
Right? And if you both do, great. If you both don't, great. If you're different, then why? And what impact does it have on you, or does it even matter? To me, that's what I took from that.
Okay. Would you like to read what you wrote?
I will. So I said, yes, I'm learning that I bring into this world what I focus on. So whatever I'm focusing on is really what manifests. And it's been an interesting few months for me. I've had a lot of changes in my life here recently. So what I focus on becomes my reality. So I'm starting to understand that. I will tell you that I didn't used to believe this. I didn't. I figured I worked for what I got. I made my own way. There was no manifest. There was no destiny. There was none of this. It was everything I did. But now I'm starting to look at it through a different lens and say, you know what? If I focus on something, it usually happens. Whether it's good or whether it's bad, it usually happens. So now I'm trying to kind of realign my focus into things that are beneficial and things that help us grow and, continue to be.
Okay.
My 2 cents.
Okay.
Not bad for off the cuff, huh?
Not bad at all. Okay. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sure, go for it.
So
Can I make things up as we go?
no. So in what ways, like practically, like what does that look like? You could give me one example. Like what does that look like? You said that I'm learning.
Without kind of giving away some of the things I've been going through here recently.
No, yeah, I mean, just anyways, even in the past, or just something you can correlate.
I think looking at the positive outcome versus the negative outcome. So if I focus on the positive, I tend to get more positive. If I focus on the negative, I tend to get more negative. So some of the changes, excuse me, some of the changes I've been going through here recently is I can look at the bright side of things and figure out a plan. I can look at the dark side of things and spiral. So looking at the bright side of things kind of helps me grow that.
Okay.
I don't know that I wanted to say all that, but
No, that's okay.
it's been said now.
That's fine. That's fine. Thank you for sharing. So anyway, I'll just go for me. Do you believe in manifestation? Absolutely do.
There is no second guessing whether it's yes.
Yeah. God has given, I think this was my answer. God has given us the ability to co-create. So if you want to create something, it has to start with what you think about it or how you think about it, right? And the reverse is true. And I believe whether you are conscious or unconscious about it, you're always manifesting some type of results, right? So I think, so my thing is like, okay, if it's going to happen anyway, I might as well be very deliberate or conscious about it. So I remember one time, I don't remember this video, I sent you a reel, and it was a woman who was saying like, oh, my job is to manifest. And then, do you remember that video? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it was a woman was like, oh, a wife was like, oh, I'm manifesting this and this and that, and her husband is like, oh my God, what is gonna happen next, or what am I gonna have to do next as a result? And I thought it was funny and cute. But anyway, I think we as women, because we are more in the flow of, we're more like in our feminine being, so it's easy for us to, it should be easiest for us to like go with the flow of things, have more sort of ability to like vision and dream, and it's a feminine sort of, I would say, practice. Not that men can't do it, but I guess they do it in a different way because they're more logical and let's plan, how do we execute this, how do we do this. But I really believe in manifestation, and of course, being a Christian, I feel like I learned the heart of this. I learned through the Bible, which is a verse that says, "Write the vision and make it plain." Right? Or like, as a man thinketh, so he is. So I really truly believe that if we take deliberate control of our thoughts, or if we want to have a specific outcome, I really believe that we can create that outcome by visioning, writing, speaking it, having pictures, all the things. And this is part of the work I do with my ladies, because we create the life and love of our dreams. We see
Nice.
it, we write down what we want. And a practical thing, I've told you about our house. Remember when we were buying this house and we were looking for a house in 2020? It was 2019. And the vision was to, grow and expand our family, and we were looking for homes. But when we came into this house, I told you, like, I've seen this house before. I've seen my office before. And I was like, I want the downstairs office because I already saw it before, it's mine.
So we're on the main floor here.
Yeah.
And there is an office on the main floor.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was pretty much the worker, right?
Yeah.
So I thought I'll get the office. And she's like, but I really want it.
I saw it in my dreams.
Okay. So I gave it to her, and I took a bedroom upstairs and made it my office.
Right. And when I was, just for context, when I was single, way before I met him, I created a vision and dream for my life, and like the love I wanted, the life I wanted, and it went into details, and I just feel like I saw this before. Practical example. Thank you for this house, by the way.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful house.
Lovely. And yeah, so that was the question. Do we believe in manifestation? Why or why not? So what's your concluding remarks, Mr. Kavanaugh?
Concluding remark was, a few years ago, I probably would have said no, but nowadays I say yes, right? The deeper I get into, from, getting to know Christ to a life I'm experiencing and whatnot, I do believe you manifest kind of what you focus on. I mean, that's what comes into view and division.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
How about that?
Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, join us. Goodbye for now, and join us at the next video. Which is next weekend.
Wonder what we'll talk about then.
I don't know. We
Another
just go
paired question.
We go with the flow. I'm not in the paired.
Do you guys have a question you'd like to ask us?
I'm ready for that.
Depends on the question. You might be.
Yeah, and I mean, the vision of conversations is to bring you into our conversations.
Right.
This is not a conversation that is curated for social media. We're just choosing to invite you into our conversations.
So we talked about the meal tonight. We will often eat dinner and have a conversation about something.
Yeah.
And it usually can get kind of deep in some cases. Yeah. And it covers a wide variety of topics. Yeah. So that's kind of what we figured, is let's grab some of those that we're going to talk about anyway. Exactly. And record them.
Exactly.
So that was tonight.
Yeah, thanks for explaining that so
You're welcome.
aptly.
I focused on it. I manifested.
All right. That's funny. You're very good off the cuff.
I can be taught.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next conversations video.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, folks. Take care. See you next time.
Okay, bye.